Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I wanted to take some time and talk about interface, class, object, methods, and kind of understand the concept behind all these and how they work together, right? Me and a lot of my colleagues have struggled in the past about with these, these four things. You can read the textbook definition, but a lot of people getting into this industry don't understand the concept behind all these, four things, how they tie together, right? So what we will do is once I'm done with the tutorial and everything, I'm going to come back and we're going to visit this example, WebDriver driver equal new Chrome driver. And so this example is used in Selenium for automation testing, which isn't really relevant to this video, but this will give us a good example to come back and see how our knowledge is and test our knowledge. So I want to start off by first kind of reading the textbook definitions of these four objects and see what the textbook actually says, right? So an interface is a reference type that can't be instantiated. A class is a blueprint of an object, and an object is an instance of a class and has properties of behavior. And then a method is a collection of statements that perform some specific task on the object. Now, if you were sitting in an interview and the interviewer asked you to explain one of these and you just read this out loud, they are not going to accept this answer. Why? Because it literally sounds like you read that out of a book. They want to make sure you understand the concept, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an example to kind of go over all four of these and see how they all tie together. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this example right here. So let's say I had a blank piece of paper, right? A blank piece of paper with 3 lines on it. So what is an interface? Interface actually has abstract methods inside it. Abstract methods are pretty much empty methods, right? So let's say this piece of paper is our interface, okay, and it has 3 abstract lines or abstract methods and just 3 blank lines. Okay, so if I gave you this piece of paper, right, and told you to instantiate or read the piece of paper, you wouldn't be able to because there's nothing on the paper, right? So that's similar to me saying, hey, can I instantiate an interface? You really can't because there's nothing there to instantiate. Okay, then the next thing is that's where classes come in, right? So you'll hear that classes implement the interface. All right, so what does that mean? So what happens is when a class implements an interface, it is literally doing this. So we're going in and on those abstract methods or those lines, we're putting in a blueprint, right? So a class is a blueprint type, right? So we are using that white piece of paper and we're putting a blueprint of something in there, right? So in our example, gym members have weight, height, and age, right? That's a blueprint. Now we're not, what do I say when I mean blueprint? We're not talking about a specific gym member. We're just talking about gym members in general, right? So you really can't do anything with that information, right? Again, why? Because it's a blueprint. So that's where an object comes in, right? An object is an instance of a class. So what does that mean? So that means an object would be a specific gym member. So it would be, let's say, John Smith, who weighs 200 pounds, right? Who's 6 feet tall, and who's 40 years of age. Okay, so what have we done here? We started with a blank piece of paper, put height, weight, and age on it, and then created an object which gives those gives the class blueprint specific things related to a specific individual, right? So that's an object, and then the last thing is a method. Remember, we said a method is a specific set of rules that does something to an object, right? Or performs a certain function. So, for example, if we wanted to run a method that says, how much would John Smith have to run to lose a certain amount of weight? We would run this method on this object, right? Because we would run that method on a specific object. We can't just say how much would all gym members have to run to lose weight. It wouldn't make sense because it depends on your metabolism, your weight, and all that stuff. So that wouldn't give us a good answer. But if we're saying, how much would this specific object have to run to lose a specific amount of weight, we can do that, right? So again, now looking back at this example, we had an interface that couldn't be instantiated. Then the class came in, it implemented the interface, right? Then an object came in, an object created an instance of that class, and then a method came in, and method performed some type of a function on that object. So hopefully that makes a bit better sense about the situation for you guys. And now going back to this example, WebDriver driver equals new Chrome driver, right? So what's going on here? So WebDriver is your instance, right? It can't be instantiated. Why? Because it's just a group of abstract methods, right? Those methods have nothing inside them. Then you have Chrome driver that comes in and that implements this WebDriver. Okay. Then what we're doing here is we're creating an object reference, which is pretty much a name that you want to refer to, this new object that you're about to create with. So when we say new Chrome driver, what that means is we're creating a new object for that class Chrome driver, which implemented the interface WebDriver. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Hopefully this helped you guys out a little bit. If you have any questions, please let me know, and also subscribe to our video so we know you liked it, and also make sure you leave comments. But thanks again for watching.